Hello, and thank you for making the time to view our annual College Credit Plus informational meeting. My name is Annie Hiram, and I'm the Coordinator of Guidance at Mentor High School. Like many things this year, our College Credit Plus informational meeting has been pre-recorded in order to follow COVID-19 safety protocol. Attached to the email you received with this recording is the mandatory paperwork required for participation in the College Credit Plus program. This includes the letter of intent to participate and the information certification form. The following information will cover the items listed on the information certification form, which will aid you in making an informed decision as to whether or not participation in the College Credit Plus program is an appropriate option for your son or daughter. Please submit the required paperwork to your student's school counselor before the April 1st deadline. Our presentation begins with a video recording from Lakeland Community College. While many of our students take advantage of our partnership with Lakeland for the College Credit Plus experience, there are many other local colleges that offer College Credit Plus as well. Several of these colleges have submitted a short video clip which you can view after Lakeland's presentation. If you have any questions about College Credit Plus after viewing this recording, please contact your child's school counselor. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Brown, and I am the Director for Strategic Educational Programs at Lakeland Community College. Lakeland partners with many local school districts to provide area students with opportunities through College Credit Plus, or CCP. We have put together this presentation for our high school partners to use as part of their annual CCP information sessions. I will be reviewing CCP information provided by the Ohio Department of Higher Education and will also provide some Lakeland-specific information. What is College Credit Plus? College Credit Plus is Ohio's dual credit program where students can earn both high school and college credit at the same time. Students enroll in college courses and adhere to the policies and requirements of the college. CCP is open to students, eligible students, in grades 7 through 12. Students must complete an assessment exam and be determined eligible based on exam scores. Students may apply to any public or participating private college and may apply to multiple colleges and must also be Ohio residents. CCP students may choose from a variety of college-level courses, which is determined by their placement testing and course eligibility rules. CCP students can earn credit to satisfy both high school and college requirements. Each college-level course that's 3 credits or more is equal to 1 high school unit. CCP students must successfully complete the courses in order to earn the credit. And if a student does fail or withdraw from a course, the college transcript and high school transcript will reflect the student's final grade. CCP students may take classes during the summer, fall, and spring terms. CCP students have a variety of ways that they're able to participate. If your high school partners with a college or university where CCP courses are offered at your high school, then that is an opportunity to complete college-level coursework without leaving your school. You'll also have the opportunity to take CCP courses at the college or university or online. At Lakeland, we have CCP students that participate in the program at their high school and on campus and online, and students can even mix and match all of these opportunities in any given semester. A quick note about CCP at Lakeland. We typically have around 1,500 students in the fall semester, slightly less with the COVID-19 pandemic that is happening this semester. But CCP students typically make up about a quarter of our total student population, and we have students from about 36 different high schools attending. 80% of our CCP students attend Lakeland part-time, so that means that they're taking some college-level courses and some classes back at their high school. About a third of our students are taking all of their CCP courses at the high school. And each year, around 90 to 100 of our CCP students do graduate with an associate degree while they're still in high school. And Lakeland is #1 in the state of Ohio for CCP students graduating with an associate degree. The majority of our CCP students are juniors and seniors in high school, but we do have students as young as 7th grade. And something that we're very proud of, we were recently recognized nationally as being the #2 community college in the nation for students reaching their educational goals. So how is college different from high school? Tests are different. High school, sometimes they're given weekly or at the end of each chapter. In college, they're generally fewer in number and cover a lot more material. Study time is different. In high school, required homework ranges between 1 to 3 hours a day, where in college, the standard rule of thumb is 2 to 3 hours of homework for every credit hour or hour spent in class. Knowledge acquisition in high school, most of the information is provided in the classroom, and out of class research is minimal. In college, coursework will generally require more independent thinking, longer writing assignments, and out of class research. In high school, you have numerous opportunities to earn grades that will go toward your final grade, such as quizzes, tests, and homework. In college, few tests and fewer, if any, homework assignments will be used to determine your final grade. The role of the parent is drastically different for high school and college students. In high school, parents are strong advocates working closely with teachers and counselors. In college, the parent serves as a mentor and support, but the college views the student as the independent decision maker, regardless of their age. That's due to FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, that protects student records. So colleges and universities are only able to share information about a student directly with the student. Accommodations can be different at the high school than they are at the college. So in the high school, parents and students work with high school staff to determine what assistance or accommodations can be made for students who are on an IEP or a 504 plan. In college, students must work directly with college staff to determine if accommodations are needed. IEPs and 504 plans may or may not be included in those discussions. What does college ready mean? It's more than just being academically ready. You must consider the emotional and social transition to college and expectations, especially if you are planning to take classes on a college campus and be in a classroom with students of all ages. It's really important to consider time management and organizational skills. These are really important for college students to be successful. And be aware that some college classes have content that is oriented toward a more mature or older student. College instructors will not modify the course content for CCP students. There are many benefits to participating in CCP. Students are earning both high school and college credits at the same time, and it's a great way to get a head start on career planning or degree or certificate completion. It's a wonderful opportunity for CCP students to experience college early, to understand what the expectations are of college life, and of course, saving money on tuition and textbooks. There are consequences if a CCP student does not do well in their courses. If students do not earn a passing grade, or if they withdraw too late from a college course, their home school district may require the student to reimburse for the cost of tuition that the district has already paid and textbooks. The only exception to that rule is if a student is considered economically disadvantaged, the school may not seek reimbursement. The grades that students earn will be on the student's college transcript permanently. They'll be part of your academic record forever. If a student fails or withdraws often, future financial aid may be negatively impacted. And if a student performs poorly, they may be placed on CCP probation or CCP dismissal, which is handled by the high schools, or they could be put on academic probation or dismissal by the college. So CCP probation occurs when a student earns less than a cumulative 2.0 GPA in a CCP course or withdraws from 2 or more courses in the same academic term. While on CCP probation, a student may only enroll in one college credit plus course for that term, and they may not re-enroll in a course that they had previously earned a D, F, or an NC grade. CCP dismissal occurs if a student on CCP probation does not increase their CCP GPA to a 2.0 or above during the probation term. Then they'll be placed on dismissal. While on CCP dismissal, students may not enroll in any College Credit Plus courses, and the student can appeal to being restated to the program through their high school. So the appeal process, as I mentioned, that goes to the high school. If a student is on CCP probation, they may appeal to take a course in the same subject in which he or she previously earned a D, F, or received no credit if they want to repeat a course. And for students who are on CCP dismissal, if they appeal within 5 days of being dismissed, the student may submit that appeal at that time. Otherwise, they can appeal at the end of the CCP dismissal semester. And each high school is required to have a policy describing the process for appeal. So if you want to learn more about that, please check with your high school guidance office. So for public school students who are attending public colleges or universities through CCP, there is no cost to the students or family for tuition, fees, or textbooks. If a CCP student chooses to attend a private school or university, there may be some costs associated, and the student should check with the private college first to see if they do charge any fees. Some optional expenses are the responsibility of the student, such as parking and transportation. Each year, CCP students must complete an intent to participate form and submit that to their high school by April 1st. On the intent to participate form, students must indicate tentatively if they're planning to use option A or option B for payment for the College Credit Plus courses. So option A is where a CCP student self-pays for their college courses, the fees, and the textbooks. Under option A, students can decide whether or not they want to earn college credit at the high school. They can elect to just earn college credit at the college and not receive high school credit. Students will indicate this on their intent to participate form, and they need to let the college or university know that they're planning to self-pay for their classes. Option B is where all tuition, fees, and textbooks are paid by the state of Ohio through the school's foundation funds and the college's funds. Students will earn both college credit and high school credit at the same time. This is the default or standard option for CCP. Again, students will indicate on the intent to participate form if they plan to do option B, and they may be asked to confirm that they're doing option B by the college. There are a lot of support services available for CCP students. High school counselors will continue to provide assistance to all CCP students, as well as the college advisors and counselors that will be able to help support students in course selection. Colleges also provide the same academic supports that they provide to other college students, such as tutoring, library access, computer labs, advising, counseling, participation in clubs and events on the campus. If you are a student athlete at your high school, it is important to learn about the Ohio High School Athletic Association requirements and know that enrollment in the summer term of CCP cannot bring a student into compliance to be eligible. So when CCP students earn grades, they will appear both on the college transcript and on the high school transcript, and they will be factored into both the high school and college grade point average. If a high school has a weighted grading scale for advanced placement, AP, or honors courses in a subject area, CCP courses in that subject area will also be weighted using the same scale. Students can enroll in up to 30 credit hours per year, which includes high school courses. So there's a calculation to determine how many CCP courses you're able to take each year. So that calculation is 30 credit hours minus the number of high school units you're taking times 3, and that will equal the number of CCP credits that you have. So for example, if you're taking 3 classes back at your high school, if you're taking Algebra 2 and Chemistry and Band, 3 times 3 is 9, subtract that from 30, and you have 21 CCP credits available to you. The maximum number of credits allowed for CCP students to earn over the entirety of the program is 120, which is almost equivalent to a bachelor's degree. If a student chooses to enroll in more than 30 credit hours for the year, the high school will discuss with the student whether they want to drop a course or courses that take them over their 30 credit hours before the end of the second week of the semester, or if the student chooses to pay for the entire course, tuition, fees, and books at the college's standard rates. There's a lot of pieces that go into helping students decide which classes to take. High school guidance counselors are there to help students select courses that are going to meet their high school graduation requirements. There are CCP course eligibility rules, which also provide guidance for CCP students, letting them know which courses they are allowed or not allowed to take that are eligible for CCP funding. And of course, college advisors and counselors will help students know which classes they can take based on assessment scores and course prerequisites. CCP students must complete their first 15 credits in Level 1 courses. And Level 1 courses include transferable courses, courses in IT, computer science, anatomy and physiology, and foreign language, including American Sign Language, courses that are part of a technical certificate or 15 or 30 credit hour pathway, and courses in study skills, academic, or career success. Colleges must post their Level 1 courses. That is on our website. Once a student completes their first 15 credit hours in Level 1, he or she can move on to Level 2 courses, which are any other allowable CCP course for which the student meets prerequisites. There are certain courses that are not allowed through CCP, and that includes private applied courses with one-on-one instruction, such as private music lessons, courses with high fees, study abroad courses, physical education courses, so things like yoga or karate or tennis, pass or fail graded courses, and remedial courses or sectarian religious courses. Students may take CCP courses in subject areas that will satisfy their high school graduation requirements. Students must work with their high school counselors to make sure that they're meeting any mandatory testing or other high school graduation requirements. Students should consider taking courses in a career pathway that interests them, and students should ask about pathways that identify courses leading to a major or degree requirement. So at Lakeland, we have 2 general pathways, a 15 and 30 credit hour pathway that are part of our Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degrees, which we consider our transfer degrees. So students who are planning to go on to a 4-year school, these fit nicely and satisfy many, if not all, of the general education requirements as part of a 4-year degree. So our 15 credit hour pathway has 2 English composition courses, government or economics, psychology or sociology, and intro to humanities or communication. Our 30 credit hour pathway includes a math and science sequence with options for STEM or non-science majors. Lakeland also has some pathways for some other career areas. We have an information technology and computer science College Ready Now program where CCP students can graduate high school with our IT specialist certificate. We have internship opportunities available upon completion, and there are also professional industry certification opportunities as part of this program. If you choose to complete an entire associate degree at Lakeland, you can transfer it seamlessly into IT degrees offered at the University of Cincinnati, Kent State University, Hiram College, or Lake Erie College. We also have a healthcare career pathway for students who want to get an early start on a healthcare career at Lakeland. Students can complete prerequisites in certain health degree programs like nursing, and can even complete certain healthcare certificates and degrees while they're still in high school. We give students the opportunity to take medical terminology and intro to U.S. healthcare courses online, and provide an opportunity to attend a health technologies information session. One big question that we get from CCP students is, will my credits transfer? Certain general education and technical courses will transfer, especially from one public college to another public college. Students must check with the college that they plan to attend later to confirm transferability. Transfercredit.ohio.gov and transferology.com are two great resources for seeing how your CCP credits can transfer to other institutions. So how can you participate? The first thing that we need to look at for participating in CCP is student eligibility. Students must be eligible for CCP based on assessment exam scores. Student scores must show that they are college level, that they're college ready in courses in at least one subtest on an exam such as the ACT, SAT, or AccuPlacer. Each college or university may have different exam requirements. Colleges and universities will review student scores using statewide standards. To be eligible to participate at Lakeland, we require students to be college ready in English. And so that means that students must score an 18 on the ACT English exam, a 480 on the SAT evidence-based reading and writing exam, or for students who haven't taken the ACT or the SAT, they can take the AccuPlacer Next Generation Writing Test at Lakeland, and they must score a 263. The AccuPlacer is offered at Lakeland. It's a free placement exam that's created by College Board, who also created ACT and AP tests. We have all prospective CCP students take the Next Generation Writing Test. Students who are currently in or who have completed Algebra 2 can also take the Next Generation Math Test. The test is not timed. It generally takes about an hour to an hour and a half to complete. We have been offering the AccuPlacer on campus in person and also virtually, and this will all depend on COVID-19 restrictions and may change throughout the academic year, depending on what guidance we're getting from local and state authorities. A photo ID is required. If you do not have a photo ID, you can use the College Board Student ID form, and that's available on our website. No outside calculators will be permitted. One will be provided for students who are taking the math portion of the test. We require students to register online on our CCP website for the AccuPlacer test. And at Lakeland, we must have you apply first so that you're in our system so that we can get you signed up for the test. Students have 2 attempts to meet the thresholds. A third attempt will be allowed if the student participates in a test prep activity. I encourage every CCP student to really take some time to prepare for the AccuPlacer. Do not plan to show up on campus or take the test online without preparing first. Even our best students with a 4.0 GPA can really struggle with the AccuPlacer test and show that they're college ready. So preparing is really important. We do have a lot of resources for CCP students who are planning to take the AccuPlacer test. There is the College Board Next Generation AccuPlacer Placement Test Study app. There is, we offer Longsdale online course and practice tests, and you can contact our Learning Center to get login information for that. It's a free website that lets you practice and take a course to learn strategies and tips for taking the test. We also offer our own test prep workshops and personalized placement test help. On our website, we have lots of test overview materials and links to other online resources. So please take the time to check out those resources before taking the test. Students must apply for admission and meet the admission requirements of the college. So as I mentioned earlier, to be admitted to CCP at Lakeland, you must be college ready in English. You must contact the college to learn about requirements, processes, and deadlines, because they could be different at each school. Colleges have the final decision on student admission. At Lakeland, we ask CCP students to apply online. If you go to our website, you'll see a link that says apply at the top of the page, and you click on that and bring up the application. They're going to ask for student type. You're going to select College Credit Plus. We also ask that CCP students send in their high school transcripts. So please talk to your high school guidance counselor and ask them to send the transcripts to Lakeland or any college you're planning to attend. Step 4 is course registration. If the student is considered eligible and has been admitted to the college, then the college will discuss course options with the student based on assessment scores, prerequisites, and other requirements. At Lakeland, we require all new CCP students to attend a CCP orientation prior to course registration. And as part of the orientation process, students will meet with a Lakeland counselor to select their CCP courses and get registered for the upcoming semester. So next steps, attend a CCP information session. So you've done that. Apply online, prepare for the AccuPlacer exam, and take the AccuPlacer or submit your ACT or SAT scores if you have those. Request your high school transcript. Turn in your intent to participate form to your high school by April 1st, 2021. Attend a CCP orientation and get registered for your class. So that's it for the presentation today. I want to thank you for viewing the presentation and encourage you to visit our website or contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Lionroad. I serve as the primary academic advisor for all of our College Credit Plus students here at Lake Erie College. This presentation is to go over what does it mean to be a Lake Erie College Credit Plus student. So why should you choose our program? What's really nice is that you get to work with faculty members who are experts in their fields in a small classroom environment. Our student to faculty ratio is about 15 to 1, so 15 students per faculty member. Being a College Credit Plus student can offer considerable savings and can reduce your investment in higher education by pursuing college credit while in high school. You can also reduce the total number of credits that you would need to take and complete in the future. What's really nice with Lake Erie College is that we offer scholarship opportunities for any Lake Erie College CCP students who continue with us after high school graduation. What's also really nice is that you get to participate in campus organizations, be involved in theater productions, and enjoy the other benefits given to our degree-seeking students. Degree-seeking students, when we use that phrasing in this presentation, is that we are talking about the students that are pursuing a bachelor's degree. So those are the students that have already graduated high school and are now pursuing their bachelor's degree. That is what we mean by degree-seeking students. The College Credit Plus admissions requirements that we are looking for is that we are looking for an overall GPA of a 3.3 in high school courseworks. We do ask that students have a standardized test for course placement already completed. We do accept the ACT or the SAT. If you do not have either of those tests, we do offer the AccuPlacer on campus. We offer the reading AccuPlacer. I know Lakeland offers the writing one on campus, but for us, it is the reading AccuPlacer, and that is made by arrangement. That information will be sent out to your guidance counselors when we're ready to do that. You need to do the application for admission, which is available online. You also need to do the guidance council recommendation form and the release of educational records form. Those are also available online. You also need to do the intent form that is required for your high school, saying that you are going to end up doing College Credit Plus coursework for the academic year. Now, I always like to give some helpful hints when it comes to being a CCP student, and I would like to go over those with you now. So something that you really need to watch is that the academic calendar at your high school and the academic calendar at your college never match. So if you're looking at breaks, so holiday break, summer break, spring break, so on and so forth, majority of the time they never match. So you may have a break at your high school, but you still have course requirements here at Lake Erie College during that time. And vice versa, you may have a break here at Lake Erie, but you still have to do classes at your high school. So that is going to be something that you're really going to want to watch while you're a CCP student. And when it comes to working with faculty in and out of the classroom, our faculty members, they do not know who is and who is not a CCP student in their classroom. So all of our College Credit Plus students will be treated the same way our degree-seeking students are. Because like I said, our faculty members don't know. And our students, our CCP students, they really need to be advocates for themselves when it comes to needing help, needing tutoring. I am more than happy to help as the academic advisor, but ultimately it's going to be on the student to go out and seek that help. We're not psychic. We don't know when you're struggling. So that's going to be when it's on the student, be like, hey, I'm recognizing I'm having a hard time in this class, so I need to go to tutoring. Where do I go? You're more than welcome to stop by my office and contact me about that, and then I will try and help you, point you in the right direction. But ultimately, it is up to the student to try and advocate for themselves as much as they can. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974, also known as FERPA. If you know what HIPAA is with medical documentation, FERPA is essentially the higher education equivalent to HIPAA. FERPA simply states that once your CCP student starts at Lake Erie College, their record is their record. So mom, dad, parent, guardian, grandma, grandpa, whoever, you can't call up and be like, hey, I want to know how my child is doing in their classes. I want to know if they're actually going to their classes. I can't tell you anything because of FERPA. Their record is their record. So ultimately, when it comes to the decision making of what classes they're all and all that is going on, it's up to the student with that. We do have some waiver forms where a student can sign off on a family member being able to call and getting specific information, but we do not give that information out right on the back. However, there are some leeways that I have when it comes to FERPA and when it comes to the academics of your student. For example, I have a little bit more leeway contacting the guidance counselor than I do the parents. I cannot call the parent directly and be like, hey, we haven't seen your student in a couple days, we're concerned, or your student's not doing too well in this class, again, we're concerned. I can't call the family directly. However, I can contact the guidance counselor and be like, hey, we have some concerns because we're noticing XYZ. So I have a little more leeway contacting the guidance counselor than I do contacting the parents and the family. Also with the application process, the key thing that we recognize that shows a potential College Credit Plus student is what we call college ready. The key thing that we look for is that the student is doing the application on their own. Because if they're taking the responsibility to do the application on their own, that's showing us that they're serious about being a College Credit Plus student. However, we do know, parents and guardians, I get it. You want to make sure that the application is done correctly and thoroughly, so you want to kind of take over. Resist the urge. Let your students do it on their own. That shows us that they are ready and serious to be a College Credit Plus student with Lake Erie College. And I'm pretty sure that is noticed across the board with other institutions that host the College Credit Plus program. So what courses can a CCP student take at Lake Erie College? If the student meets the prerequisites for the coursework, all undergraduate coursework is typically available for College Credit Plus students to enroll in. However, there are some restrictions that may apply based on course placement or area of interest. For example, if you're looking to take Pre-Calculus 1 on campus with us, you need to have successfully completed Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry at your high school before we can put you into pre-calculus, because we want to make sure that we are setting the student up for success. Everything that we do and any restrictions that we may have on a class, when it comes to the College Credit Plus program is because we want to make sure that we are setting the students up for success in their coursework. We do have some deadlines here at Lake Erie College. These are just some preliminary deadlines that we have with the institution as of right now. As soon as we get closer to April 1st, you're going to want to check out our website to see if those dates updated. But as of right now, these are the preliminary dates that we're looking for. So across the board, you need to have the declarative intent to apply for the College Credit Plus program into your guidance counselor by April 1st. And then for Lake Erie College, we're looking for the deadline to apply around April 16th. The AccuPlacer, if it's needed, would need to be done by April 30th. Registration for classes, May 14th. And then the mandatory College Credit Plus orientation would be the week of May 24th through the 28th. Like I said, these are currently preliminary deadlines, but as we get closer to April 1st, that intent deadline, you're going to want to make sure that you look at the Lake Erie College website for more information on that. And this information, if there are any date updates that we need to make, these dates will also be sent to the guidance counselor when the time comes to that. Lake Erie College currently has some partnership programs when it comes to the College Credit Plus program. We currently have partnerships with Fairport Harding High School, Thomas W. Harvey High School, Lake Catholic High School, and Wycliffe High School. If you're looking for more information, please feel free to visit our website at lec.edu. You can also apply to the College Credit Plus program through there as well, but you're going to want to make sure that you get that intent into your guidance counselor as soon as possible, especially if you're even considering doing the College Credit Plus program, but you're not entirely sure about it yet. Get that intent form in as soon as possible, because you don't want it to get past the deadline of April 1st and then you decide, oh, I want to be a College Credit Plus student. If you are even considering it as of right now, get that documentation in as soon as possible. And then if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to contact us. The admission counselor for the College Credit Plus program is Brandy. Her information is up on the screen now. And then if you have any questions about academics or just general questions, feel free to contact me. My name is Josh Lineroad. My contact information is up on the screen now. So please feel free to contact me at any point if you have any questions. Thank you very much. And we hope to see you at Lake Erie College soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia Miller, and I am the CCP coordinator for Hiram College. So I just want to very quickly talk about our admission process and the requirements that we have. And at the end, I will talk a little bit about the advising part. But first of all, the application process and requirements that we have at Hiram is to first fill out the CCP application that we have in our website. We have a spring 2021 application, and we also have the fall 2021 application already there. It's very quick and simple to create an account and just upload the documents even right there. Then once you submit an application, you will be able to see what requirements we have. So first, we will need the high school transcripts. It can be an unofficial ones or the official ones. And we also need you to submit your ACT, SAT, any test scores that you have. We do accept the AccuPlacer and the Compass test as well. We would definitely need those. They haven't made a decision yet what would happen for the fall 2021, but for the spring 2021, we definitely need the test scores. A recommendation letter is not required at all, but we do sometimes encourage you to send us a recommendation from your guidance counselor, maybe from one of your teachers. And that can always help, so we can get to know you and know what you're looking for. We also sometimes have prerequisites depending on what courses you're taking. So if you're taking a math course or a foreign language, for example, Spanish 101, you will need to do a placement exam for that class. And the same thing for the math. Also, June 1st is the deadline to apply for the fall 2021 CCP. So make sure you apply for that one. The one for the spring 2021 actually just passed, but you still have until June 1st if you are interested in applying for the fall 2021. Finally, academic advising. So if you want to take classes on our campus or online through Hiram, each CCP student is going to be assigned an advisor. So in this case, it will be me. I will be the person that would help you just choose the classes that you can take that might meet your graduation requirements. And I always like to do like a Zoom advising session so we can go through the whole course offerings that we have for each semester. And we will also need an authorization form from the guidance counselor saying that, okay, they approve those courses, you can go ahead and take them. And also for all the CCP students, as I mentioned earlier, there are cases that you will need to do a placement exam in the math as an example, or in a foreign language. So that's pretty much, is a very easy, quick, simple process. And if you have any questions, there's my contact information. Please feel free to text me, to call me, or to send me an email, and I'm here to help you guys. So hope to see some of you. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Megan Kripple, and I'm the Director of Enrollment Management and Student Support Services for Kent State Geauga and the Twinsburg Academic Center. I'm here to provide you some information on the program at our Burton and our Twinsburg locations. So first off, that's me again, Megan Kripple, Director of Enrollment Management and Student Services. I work through both our Burton and our Twinsburg locations. My email is mkripple@kent.edu. Primarily, I work with students on the reporting side. So I'll be the person that will send your schedules to your guidance counselor. I'll send your grades to your guidance counselor. Any issues with getting in documents and things like that, I am the person that will work with the students. I am also responsible for our dual credit partnerships. So that would be if Kent State University is offering any courses at your high school. Myself, we have an amazing admissions team, and that includes Marilyn Delfino and Bethany Bejo. Both of them are admissions counselors. During non-COVID times, Marilyn primarily spends her time at the Twinsburg Academic Center, and Bethany works out of our Geauga campus in Burton. Marilyn and Bethany are going to be your primary point of contact for everything related to turning in your permission form, how do I apply to the program, what are my next steps after I am admitted. They run all of our orientation programs for the campus, and that includes College Credit Plus students. So for our new students, you would have to attend CCP orientation to register for the first time. For our students that would be coming back for College Credit Plus, you just have to check your Kent State email and we send you instructions on how to be advised. But Marilyn and Bethany are the people that primarily work with our students up until they schedule classes. So some important updates for the 2021-22 academic year. So great news if you were previously enrolled students. Returning applicants no longer need to reapply to participate in College Credit Plus. So what this means is if you are currently enrolled with us, please check your flashline and you will have instructions there that tell you exactly what you need to do. Next steps, we have modified our new student application deadlines for 2021-22. So for summer 21, the application deadline is April 15th. For fall 21, that application deadline is June 1st. And for spring 22, the application deadline is October 15th. It's very important that wherever possible, you adhere to these deadlines. They are designed to ensure that the student will have time to apply, turn in all required documents and test scores if needed, and be able to schedule their classes in time for the start of the academic year. So along those lines, let's talk about CCP eligibility. College Credit Plus eligibility is what we do to determine if you are able to participate in the program through us. We follow the state's guidelines for this. So at this time, so today is December 18th is when I'm recording this, students must have one of the following: a qualifying ACT, SAT, or AccuPlacer score, or an unweighted GPA of a 3.0 or higher. For information on qualifying ACT, SAT, or AccuPlacer scores, reference the document in the folder that I'll refer to. Another important component of CCP eligibility is placement testing. So if a student does not have a 3.0 GPA they are eligible to take the AccuPlacer exam or the ACT or SAT. The ACT or SAT is going to be offered through the College Board or ACT. However, we offer the AccuPlacer at Kent State Geauga and the Twinsburg Academic Center. This exam is a placement exam. It is free of charge to the student and consists of two components: the Right Placer exam, which is a writing portion, and then the Next Generation reading. We currently, due to COVID times, we offer the AccuPlacer remote and in person. You will need to have a photo ID available. Also, for remote testing, AccuPlacer does not work with Chromebooks, so it's very important that you make sure that you have a regular PC available. You will also need a webcam in order to take remote testing. You can register for testing at www.kent.edu/Geauga/placement testing. Now, if you would like to take a math class and you do not have an ACT score or an SAT score that qualifies you for the math class that you would like to take, you will need to take the ALEX Math. This math test is available via Flashline. That is our student portal system. After you are admitted. After you are admitted, you'll receive an acceptance letter that details all the instructions you need to take the ALEX exam. The ALEX exam is offered remote, and with the ALEX exam, students are able to retake the exam if they don't receive a score that they would like to get them in the math class that they would need. You just have to do 6 weeks of practice modules. So we encourage the students, again, to apply early so you can be admitted early so we can offer that exam. While not required, we encourage all students to take advantage of any free available test preparation materials. After you register for your testing, Brandy Blankenship is our Academic Services Coordinator, and she provides students in a confirmation email with how to access these test prep resources. So for our College Credit Plus students, I just want to make sure you're aware of all of our services that we have available to support you as a student. This will include student accessibility services. So if you are a student who utilizes an IEP or a 504 in your high school, we do recommend that you contact us and let us know if you would like to try and have those services available for you as a college student. As a CCP student transitioning to college, you have to notify us. We cannot, which is different from your high schools, we cannot self-identify you. You have to notify yourself. We also offer a variety of free services, including academic success coaching, success workshops. We have career services available to help you as you plan for career and college planning. We offer free mental health counseling services. Our Twinsburg Academic Center doesn't have a library, but we do have library resources. We have a librarian available on campus 2 days a week and a partnership with the Twinsburg Public Library. Our Burton campus does have an on-campus library available for students. We also have free tutoring and a writing center. I strongly encourage you as students to make sure you utilize these resources at the first sign of trouble in class. I have seen many students who just at the start of a CCP class, sometimes there's a struggle, and just because it's a different style of learning, and then they see tutoring and they are right on track. So we encourage students to utilize tutoring as quickly as they can so that we can help you through the College Credit Plus courses. In addition to services for our current students, I would like to point out that if you participate in College Credit Plus as a student at Kent State University, and you come to Kent State Geauga Twinsburg as a new freshman, you will be eligible for a merit scholarship as long as you have a cumulative GPA of a 2.8 or higher. But one special thing for students that participate in CCP at Kent State University and come to Kent State Geauga Twinsburg is you would automatically get bumped up a tier. So for example, if you're a Merit Scholarship 2 student, you would actually get moved to a Merit Scholarship 1. Or if you're a Merit Scholarship 1 student, we give you $2,000 for your freshman year. So what are your next steps? So attend or view a CCP information night. It is very important that you turn in your intent form by April 1st and make sure that you are very clear with your school's deadlines on this, as spring breaks and holiday breaks can sometimes fall around that deadline. So it's very important that you make sure you follow their procedures. It's also important that you apply for College Credit Plus at Kent State Geauga Twinsburg or the Kent campus of your choice at kent.edu/Geauga/CCP. For Kent State University, in addition to your high school transcripts, we require a College Credit Plus permission form and ACT scores, SAT scores, AccuPlacer scores, or a high school GPA is what you would be eligible for admission. For our new students, you're required to attend a new student orientation to register for classes. What's really cool is it's Usually in the morning or afternoon. We offer varying times. It takes about 2 to 3 hours, and you register for your classes that day. I have a CCP information folder that I'm going to share with you momentarily that includes all the information on these steps as well. Stay connected by accessing our Virtual College Credit Plus resource folder. It's available at tinyurl.com/KSUG-TAC-2021-2022-resources. It includes information on how to apply to the CCP program, our College Credit Plus permission form, course offerings, and important dates. Also, feel free to contact us at geogadmissions@kent.edu or 440-834-3777. It has been a pleasure speaking about College Credit Plus to you today. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Zacher. I'm a senior admissions counselor at Cleveland State. I've been working here for about a year and a half. I work mostly with transfer students and students interested in the College Credit Plus program at Cleveland State. Today I'm going to give you a little brief overview of Cleveland State and how to apply to the CCP program. And at the end, my contact information will be on the screen. So if you have any questions about CCP at Cleveland State or about your application, you're always free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that I can. And we're going to go ahead and get started with learning about Cleveland State. Here at Cleveland State, we have about 16,000 students overall, and about 12,000 of them are pursuing their bachelor's degree. We do try to keep our classes on the smaller side, with our average class size being 23 and 2/3 of our classes actually having less than 30 students. We do have students who come from all over, not just the Cleveland area. So we do have students from 38 different states and 79 different countries. And there's always something to do at CSU with over 200 student organizations, 175 academic programs to learn, and 18 NCAA Division I athletic teams. Although our College Credit Plus students can't participate in our athletics, you do have full range for our rec center. So as long as you take 1 credit at CSU, you do gain free access to the rec center to use that. And then Cleveland State was founded in 1964 when the state of Ohio purchased Fenn College. And since then, our alumni network has grown to over 140,000 graduates. At Cleveland State, you'll probably see the word engage. We do have that pretty much everywhere. Engage is kind of our motto, but engaged learning is our way of life. And what that means is that we don't want you just sitting in a classroom being lectured to. We want you to get hands-on learning experience and apply what you're learning to a real-world experience. And we do that in a couple of different ways. It does start in the classroom with having access to your professors, as well as doing some research. Outside of the classroom, our students are connected to over 3,000 internship opportunities, which is the most of any college in the state of Ohio. And while you aren't able to do an internship credit for College Credit Plus, that is a great way to build connections and start networking to gain internship experience once you are out of high school and want to be doing internships in the college for college credit. And then we are located in downtown Cleveland. We do have the largest footprint in downtown. So we do have the connections to the city of Cleveland and have a couple of partnerships throughout. So we really do strive to make sure that you are getting this engaged learning experience. Cleveland State has been recognized by a few different organizations for our academic excellence. The first is U.S. News and World Report. They did rank us as one of America's best colleges. Military Times recognized this as a veteran-friendly campus for veterans and their families. So we do have a veteran student success program on campus and a veteran military resource center that our students who are military affiliated, whether they serve themselves or somebody in the family did, you are able to take full advantage of the Veteran Student Success Program and Resource Center and utilize the benefits that come with that. And then Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society placed us on their honor roll, which means we are a transfer-friendly campus. So we do try to take the credits that you earn maybe through other College Credit Plus programs, or if you started a community college before coming to Cleveland State. We do try to take those credits that you've already earned and apply them to your education at CSU so that you're not having to repeat courses and take more time out of your academic career just to repeat a course that you've already taken. So those are some highlights about Cleveland State. Now I'm just going to talk about how you become a part of our College Credit Plus program. Like other institutions, you must take 15 credits at a level 1 before you can move on to a level 2 course. That should have been covered in the overview of College Credit Plus. Excuse me. So I'm just going to talk about how you become a part of our College Credit Plus program. The first thing that you want to do is to apply. Obviously, you do have to turn in your intent letter to your counselors. Again, that should have been covered. But once you decide which College Credit Plus program you want to join, if Cleveland State is one of them, you're going to want to go to engagecsu.com/apply and fill out our College Credit Plus application. There are different applications on our website, so make sure you are filling out the College Credit Plus one. After you fill out that application, you will want to send us an official high school transcript and ACT or SAT scores. It is believed that the test scores will be waived for students with a cumulative 3.0 or above GPA for summer and fall 2021. And then you must have a parent and school counselor authorization form sent to us. There is a document where they're on the same one, but through your application, they are separate documents. So you do definitely want to get those to us. And yeah, once we have all of that material, you should hear back from us within a couple of weeks with a decision. Now, there are some important application deadlines that you need to keep in mind, and these we do not waiver from. So you must have all of your materials in by these deadlines. So if you're interested in the summer 2021 term, it will be April 15th. If you're interested in the fall 2021 term, it'll be June 15th. And if you're interested in spring 2022, you need to have all of your materials in by November 1st of 2021. So just keep these deadlines in mind because they are very important so that you are able to be accepted and don't have to delay plans of attending CSU. What to do after you've applied to CSU? You want to check your email for your CampusNet login information. This will include your CSU ID and a general password that you'll want to change as soon as you get in there. And then you're going to want to monitor CampusNet for updates on your application. So let's say you send in your application, you haven't heard back from us in a couple of weeks. You can log on to CampusNet and see if we're missing any of your materials. And if we are, you can either contact the people who need to send them, or if you think you've already sent them, you can always contact me and ask me to look for them. I will gladly look to see if they're in our system and just being processed. It does take a couple of days for documents to process, but happy to help you with your application process. I just recommend always keeping an eye on CampusNet because it'll also tell you when you are admitted. So once you've been admitted, you're going to want to monitor your Cleveland State University email for details about your orientations. You're going to want to attend orientation, and you're going to also want to schedule an advising appointment. Our students are able to schedule advising appointments with their advisor using a portal called Starfish that you gain access to once you are an admitted student. So you'll definitely want to do that. That way you can meet with your academic advisor, talk about what scheduling you plan or what classes you plan to do and what your schedule is going to look like at CSU. Your academic advisor at CSU is kind of like your school counselor at your high school. So you'll also want to talk to your school counselor to make sure that the classes that you're taking at CSU match up with your schedule at your high school so that you're not overlapping times. And don't forget about travel because you will have to travel to CSU potentially for your classes. And then you'll want to obtain your books. The state does help, or the school district does help cover the cost of books. And you'll just want to find out how your high school handles the specifics for obtaining books from Cleveland State. If you've never been to Cleveland State, or if you want to learn more information and have a more in-depth presentation about CSU, we do have limited on-campus information sessions and tours daily, Monday through Friday, and these are at 10, 12, and 2 p.m. We also have virtual information sessions and or tours. The virtual information session is Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. And then we have a virtual tour on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. and a virtual tour on Fridays after the 10 a.m. presentation. If you're interested in either of these or both, if you'd like, you can go to engagecsu.com/visit and register for a visit of Cleveland State. And like I said, here's my contact information. If you do have any questions about Cleveland State or about the CCP program or your application, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me through email. That's the best way. We are still working mostly remotely at Cleveland State through the spring semester. And then if you have questions about courses or about anything related to the actual CCP program, you can reach out to me as well, but you can also reach out to Tanisha Glover. She is our CCP advisor. And I hope to see you join the Viking family in the future. And I look forward to talking to you if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day.